Well, good morning, Trani and friends, and welcome to this week's edition of Patio Ponderings. I'm Pastor Sue, and I'm so glad you decided to join me. I'm in my office today by the window. It is gray and gloomy and foggy out, and it's been like that all week. I know I am ready for some sunshine. And that became part of a conversation that I had yesterday with a group of colleagues. We were listening to one of them tell about their son, who is a researcher in Antarctica. And he's often there during Antarctica's winter. And so he sees very little daylight. And then when he comes home, it's Minnesota's winter. And again, the days are short. And it sparked a lot of conversation about how even in Minnesota, seasonal depression is a real thing. Several of us talked about, being on vitamin D and having blue lights and just how the shorter days and affect our mood. And it brought to mind this metaphor that we heard on Sunday from the prophet Isaiah when he talks about the people walking in darkness and living in a pitch dark land. Now, I'm certain that Isaiah was not talking about seasonal depression, and yet the metaphor is pretty appropriate. Especially at this time of the year, depression can be pretty common. It has to do with our seasons here in Minnesota, but it's also a time of year when the holidays are upon us and we realize that there are loved ones that have passed, and we now face the holidays without them. There's an empty chair at the table. Or we might just be struggling with regular plain old depression, and that feels like darkness. And so I wanted to talk to you about that today. If you are finding yourself in a place of darkness at this time of the year during the holidays, I encourage you to talk to somebody. Talk to your doctor, talk to a counselor, talk to your pastor. Every county in Minnesota has a mental health crisis line, and it's a great place to start to find the resources that you need. You do not need to struggle with depression alone, and you are not in this situation alone. Many people, for one reason or another, or no reason at all, struggle with depression. And what I would like to tell you and share with you is that Jesus is your light in this time. Know that Jesus is with you, that Jesus is there to share that burden with you and is your hope in all of this. Be gracious to yourself. Go easy, and I wish you light in the midst of your darkness. Thanks. We'll see you Sunday. Bye.